And I'm Karishma Desai, leading the news at this hour. India is suffering one of the worst droughts since it gained independence in 1947. Low precipitation and high temperatures in the summers during the past 2 years have led to this drought. The Japanese Prime Minister announced today he will visit Pearl Harbor later this month. According to CNN, Prime Minister Shinzo Abe will be the first Japanese leader ever to visit.
For pedestrians like Vasu, walking can pose a hazard on a daily basis. Not only are the sidewalks uneven, but there are many electrical wires that are low-hanging. 62-year-old James Albert Bridger III was walking right there on that side of the intersection when a car traveling on the southeast part of driving in the southeast direction of Southeast Cary Parkway struck the pedestrian. Bridger was transported to the hospital where he died from the injuries he sustained. This is obviously a very tragic loss for the Lochmere community here in Cary, and a not very happy Thanksgiving for many locals.
As of June 19th, 2014, all Somerville first responders have been carrying Narcan in their vehicles, and it has clearly been saving lives. But how can those that have overdosed on opioids translate that second chance at life into a new beginning? A warmer than average November gives Somerville residents a little breathing room until heating season really picks up. There's still time to take advantage of these resources available to residents. For Somerville Neighborhood News, I'm Karishma Desai. The government, Greater Boston Food Bank, and food pantries all work together to help address food insecurity. But each neighborhood faces unique issues. We saw a little bit about the independent voters. How influential were they to the results tonight?
Well, the independent voters are always influential in New Hampshire. It's 40% of the electorate, and they can decide on the election day which place to go, and they tend to go where the exciting race is.
Rubio came out strong from Iowa, but we saw the opposite in New Hampshire. He fell behind Bush and Kasich. How much did the recent GOP debates hurt him, and how will it impact his performance?
I think it did hurt him. I guess it's probably hard to quantify, but subjectively, he was not strong in that debate.
Interestingly enough, Hillary Clinton, then Senator-elect of New York, openly supported eliminating the Electoral College after the 2000 presidential election. That might change, of course, depending on tonight's results. For BUTV 10's The Vote 2016, I'm Karishma Desai. Could this spell deja vu for Hillary Clinton?
Well, it certainly feels like deja vu, except the reverse was in 2008 she had lost Iowa, won New Hampshire. Now it looks like she's had 2 in a row.
The Red Sox did lose to the Orioles 9-7, so the home court advantage did not work in their favor. We'll see what happens in the next game. Time will tell. Reporting live from Boston, Fenway Park, I'm Karishma Desai.
BU's synchronized swimming team is heading to the collegiate national competition at the University of Florida today. Teams will be practicing today and competitions begin tomorrow. The club sport team will be competing with a variety of teams, including NCAA D1 teams. I sat in during one of their practices. Here's how the team plans to make a splash at nationals.
The BU synchronized swimming team is hard at work for their upcoming national tournament at the University of Florida.
We are going to be competing on Thursday, Friday, and hopefully Saturday, which is finals if we qualify. And on Wednesday we have like a practice day with music. We have various different routines competing, so we have a solo, a duet, a trio, and then 2 teams.
Although not a well-known sport, synchronized swimming can be physically demanding.
You hold your breath for like 4 minutes. You never touch the bottom or the side unless you're just jumping in. So you have to hold yourself up.
We practice 10 hours a week, and it takes a lot of practice to build up the skills that are needed.
The team will have to perform figures and routines.
We have 2 parts of synchro. One is routines, which is probably the part that you know about. The other half is how figure skating used to be, where you do a required element in front of a judge.
BU's synchronized swimming team is a club sport, but they have to compete with D1 teams.
Some teams are club teams like us, where we don't get a lot of money from the school, and some teams are Division I NCAA teams that get a lot of money and recruit girls who swam in high school. Pulled out a lot of third places, I think, and we've beat some of our longtime rivals like UPenn, so we've been doing really great.
Madeline Hines has been a coach for 2 years and has been doing synchro for 12 years. Team members come from various levels of experience.
If anyone out there is even slightly interested, you can totally sign up anytime. Usually September we'll be at Splash. No experience needed. We have a lot of girls that started synchro like when they came to college and joined us.
Reporting from Boston, this is Karishma Desai for BU TV.
And that's it for BU TV News at Noon. I'm Karishma Desai.